Well, hello. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. We're here to talk about, of course, Rejoice, more kaiju movies. Now, the title of the video is, I guess, somewhat presumptuous, but also not. So it's saying, Toho are happy, basically. And we have a lot of evidence of it anyway. Like, there has actually been interviews of Toho saying that they're perfectly fine. Like, they are more than happy just to continue with the license. So, yes, somewhat presumptuous, but we know that they are looking to do, at the very least, one more Monsterverse movie. Now, I think that would be foolish if they didn't do more, obviously, but, it's money at the end of the day. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, just a bit of a kaiju hangout, and then also to kind of let you guys know about the stream tomorrow. Jasper's joining me today. Hi. To let you know about the stream tomorrow. Jasper? Jasper? Can you move your head? Thanks, mate. Anyway, to let you know about the stream tomorrow and some other bits going on. Don't go on the desk, dog. No. What are you doing? Come here. God damn. Right. Sorry. My dog... apparently Lord Jasper wanted to get on the desk. So that's what we're here to talk about today. We'll talk about Toho, talk about kind of the son of Kong is what they want to do and things like this. Talk about the fact that they're bringing Adam Wingard back, or at the very least in early talks to get Adam Wingard back. So I hope you're all well. Hope you are all hunky-dory. It's an English saying, I think. It's midweek. Who's experiencing the slump? Let me know. I would be keen to hear. And where are you all from as well? Where are we all? So, yeah. Jasper, do you want to get down? No? All right, mate. Joseph Pullen says, please tell Jasper I love him. There you go. He's heard it. He knows Jasper's a boss. Good boy. You want to get down now, mate? Yeah? You just keep... Why are you ignoring me, bro? God damn. Aaron Editor, if the next film is Son of Kong, do you think it would be too much for Godzilla to make an appearance? So thank you for this question, because I want to be quite interactive, I'd like some questions from you. I'd like your thoughts on all of this. You can use the super chat function to kind of get your points across immediately and engage in a conversation as well. But this is a great question, isn't it? So let's have a look at what the actual article was. I'll pull it up because I had it before. I might need to change Windows to use it, or at least to show it. Right, mate? Yeah, what? So, my dog is staring at me, wondering what the hell I'm doing. You all right? Good. I'm glad you're all right, dude. Good lad. So, I cannot show you this whilst I'm looking at it on... I'm using Firefox. It doesn't let you do it, basically. But I'll read it out to you a little bit, and we'll kind of go from there. It might do it. Let's see. Will it let me do it? Oh, no. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go. That should have done it. So here we go. So let's have a look at this, right? Here we go. Right. So... Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard is in talks for Legendary's next Monsterverse film. So it's not greenlit, but the idea, the concept, the very fact that they're even talking about it means that it's greenlit in terms of conceptually, right? Like they have the rights at the very least, dependent on whether Godzilla appears or not. They have something. They have the cojones to go forwards. And there's a lot involved in that, because it won't just be sort of preliminary conversations. It'll be, yeah, we know that we have the rights for X, Y, and Z amount of time if Godzilla's involved, and it's a very big if. So this one, very specifically, is Son of Kong, and this is where it becomes a little bit rocky as to whether or not it would include Godzilla or not. But there's a few things, like in terms of like a lot of people are the Son of Kong issue, for instance, right? Where are the other Kongs? Well, it's narratively speaking, it's a pretty easy problem to solve because you just go, he perused the Hollow Earth and he found one. Like, it's pretty simple. You could easily do that. It's not ideal, and I'm not saying that's imaginative or very good at all, FYI. But the Hollow Earth, we can presume, is a pretty big place, right? So if they go like, oh well, he was only on one part of the Hollow Earth at this point, so then he went over to the next part of the Hollow Earth, and then that's where he found more Kongs. I don't bloody know. Or maybe there was another Skull Island, like another type of Skull Island, where the Hollow Earth had emerged from the surface and things like that, and there was another, I don't know, band of Kongs. Jasper, do you want to get down now, mate? Come on, bud. Get down. Come on, mate, because you're not sitting on me properly. Get down. Yeah. My dog doesn't want to sit on me, but he doesn't want to get off either. God damn it. Right, anyway. So the whole narrative perspective of, oh, well, could we have another Kong? It's a pretty easy problem to solve. I don't think it's particularly imaginative, and I don't really like it. But you can easily do it. Right, now you're getting down, Jasper. There you go, mate. Hey, don't grumble at me, you little sod. You grumbling at me for, bro? Well, I'm back. I'm back again. Jasper's down. Right. So they could solve that quite easily. It's not difficult. So I guess first and foremost, like this question here, we're talking about if the next film was Son of Kong, do you think it would be too much for Godzilla to make an appearance? Narratively speaking, they need to choose, I guess, from a perspective of monsters, who they focus on, right? Who would they focus on if it's the Son of Kong? It's all going to be on Kong, isn't it? And if you get another film where you see Godzilla as a peripheral figure, I think people will be pissed off. And I actually think as well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think people are going to be annoyed instantly that the next film that they're even talking about, even considering, is not a Godzilla one, because Godzilla vs. Kong was a Kong film. Godzilla is the primary name, the leading name, but it's a Kong film. And I feel like they're actually doing the Monsterverse, personally, I feel like they're doing the Monsterverse a disservice focusing on Kong. But that's where we then go into the potentials of, well, maybe they don't have the rights to Godzilla moving forwards. Because we do know this paired up with the Monarch Skull Island anime thing that's going on Netflix. It's very much focusing on more the world rather than the character of Godzilla, which could be good for world building perspectives if you're going to keep Godzilla in it. But if you're not, then, well, I don't really care that much for the world, really, at that point. The world's not that interesting without its alpha titan, right? Like, it's not that interesting. And another movie, if they do Son of Kong, he's going to have to stay in the Hollow Earth. The entire movie will have to be set in the Hollow Earth. Why? Because the moment he gets to the surface again, Godzilla's going to sense him and go on a rampage, isn't he? Or at least he's going to sense him and come into the fray. So this question's really smart, saying, do you think it'd be too much for Godzilla to make an appearance? Well, he'd have to make an appearance if they leave the Hollow Earth. And then I don't think that they will do that. So tricky. Now we've got another super chat here from Jose Lopez. Any chance Pacific Rim makes a comeback? Would love to see Godzilla versus Jaeger. I think that's done. They're exploring it in anime form now. Legendary's doing a lot with anime, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's done. And I don't think Toho would allow Godzilla to cross over and beat some of those Jaegers. I just don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. Because Toho has final say on those things. Ellie Moses says, morning, ya plebe. My only issue with the Hollow Earth is I feel the scaling was way off. Kong was meant to be 100 meters plus, but he was dwarfed in the Hollow Earth. Yeah, I guess so. But then that could be deemed as correct scaling, to be honest, because, I would say, I would say that that's actually correct scaling, because if everything's bigger in the Hollow Earth, he looks to be dwarfed. I'd say that's almost correct scaling. Finbar White, hail Mr. H, Jasper, and the Motley Crew. I hope we get to see some more of the monsters from Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Be good to see creatures from space too. Yes, I actually completely agree with that. I'd like them to explore more of the alien titans. And that actually goes on to this question here from Simon Polsky, who says, hello, Mr. H. Have you seen an image from GVK's art book where there is a cave painting that shows both Kongs and Godzillas fighting against a single flying titan that looks like Godzilla? Hashtag Space Godzilla. I haven't seen it. Is it out yet? I didn't think it was out. Are you all going to tell me that it's out and I'm being an idiot and not actually seen it yet? That's going to really annoy me. Let me know. So let's get back into this article a little bit. But anyway, ladies and gents, this is the topic of the video. We're talking kaiju, we're talking Toho rights, the possibilities of the Monsterverse moving forwards, all that stuff. If you're here watching it live, hit the like button, please, please, please do. If you are watching this after the fact, well, look, you've stayed here for 11 minutes already. Please do hit that like button. And if you're watching it live, guys, join in the conversation by using the super chat function, as well as supporting the channel, literally keeping the lights on, because YouTube is doing some really weird stuff at the moment. It's not fun. So all of that nonsense out of the way. Let me get you some other nonsense. Ladies and gents, subscribe to my second channel. It's a car channel. I've left it just linked in the chat right now. James Scott has joined the conversation. With a Harley Quinn looking chick as on your avatar. A Kong Hollow Earth movie while Godzilla rests up and heals. But wouldn't Kong need to... So that's tricky, right? So that's tricky for me to be on board with. And the reason why is the pre-credits scene in Godzilla versus Kong is Kong being absolutely fine, right? He's fine. And Kong was the one that was most damaged in that fight. So that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for me. Godzilla technically doesn't need to rest up as much as Kong after that fight. But it also, the way it's set up with that pre-credit scene is it's implied that both are completely fine. By that point, they must be. So yeah, no, don't know whether I'm on board for that one. Not overly sure, to be fair. So let's keep going with this, right? Let's keep going with this. Okay. So it's not a surprise that they would want to get Adam Wingard back at all. But Adam Wingard's actually really, really busy. Because he's got quite a lot going. He was tapped for, where is it? Thundercats and Face Off sequel, which is just a fucking stupid idea anyway, but whatever. So Thundercats and a Face Off sequel. So he's really, really busy. So that's why it's quite interesting that they have tapped Adam Wingard to come back. But I can buy that they're talking to Adam Wingard because he has currently made a very profitable movie for Legendary. They've already got Voight Roberts back for the Gundam live action, which Legendary is making for Netflix, though. So it's not a Netflix production. It's a Legendary production being sold directly to Netflix for distribution. But they got Voight Roberts back for that. And we already know that the likes of Michael Dougherty is busy desperately trying to get the Hellraiser TV series off the ground. So who would you turn to if all of your current stock is busy or engaged, I guess you could say? Because it was Gareth Edwards that did 2014. Was it Gareth Edwards? It was, wasn't it? And I think he's busy with some other things as well. You'd get the most recent one. So it makes sense that they've gone there. But he's really busy as well. It's interesting. It's very, very surprising how this has all panned out, to be fair. Robin Russell has joined the conversation for a cool Canadian $5. Says, I've got a feeling that they will kind of shift the focus, at least for now, to Kong. Kong has been shown to be the moneymaker of this universe. Thoughts? You are completely right. So Kong Skull Island was the highest grossing. It was the highest grossing of the Monsterverse movies. Normies like Kong, basically. Normies don't really care about Godzilla that much, which is a shame. But Kong Skull Island was the most profitable. Well, not the most profitable, the highest grossing. So I agree that the focus moving to Kong is probably likely. I don't like it. I think it's a dumb decision. But then it's also going into the perspective of whether or not it's to do with Toho and the rights. Now, we know from interviews that Toho are actually really happy with what Legendary have been doing. We know that direct from people working at Toho. They've been open and honest. They've been like, yeah, it's great. And it is really good for them as well, actually, because it's, to them, it's just open season in a market that they never normally get traction in. So obviously they own Godzilla. They now have a distributor. They have networks in the Western market. They have eyes, Western eyes on Godzilla that never normally would be. So to them, it's a win-win situation. Someone pays them for the rights, and then someone pays them for exposure, basically, to their own property. And they're able to make movies, or they were anyway, under the rights deal, which I had understood. They were able to make movies if they wanted to. They've just chosen not to, and that's why there were some misconceptions about that, because when it came out that they wanted to make the worlds of Godzilla or something like that, people were like, oh my God, it's going to stop the Monsterverse. But then there were some other interviews which they're like, no, we can do what we want. That is literally the rights deal. Bring on Gigan. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Gigan, to be honest. Let me move this down a little bit. Marshmallow jumps in the conversation for £5, 5 of those sterling pounds, and says, I want to see the Mutos back. I think they're underrated and pretty OP. I quite like the Mutos. I thought they were cool design. I'd like to see them in the daytime. I think that'd be rad as shit, to be honest. I think that'd be awesome. I want to see Godzilla fight something mechanical. Don't know why. Like, can they bring Jet Jaguar back, but make him less creepy and more badass? I don't think they'll be able to be fair. It would cost them too much money to do that. The rights for that just wouldn't work. Maybe, but I don't think so. Kit Kat sent a super sticker, which I actually can't see. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can view it on YouTube. What was that super chat? Oh, it was Critical Hit. That's a funny super sticker. Thank you so much. Love it. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting time. So, the sort of broad strokes of it all is that they now want to get other people on. They now want to continue the Monsterverse, it seems. But we sort of knew that when there was that hashtag trending around on Twitter, which was continue the Monsterverse, and Legendary and Godzilla and things like that, actually, the Twitter accounts actually retweeted it and like made little emojis and things like that. And you think to yourself, right, there's some traction here. There's something going on, you know? What do you want in this movie? That is a great name. Has joined in the conversation for $5 and says, what do you think the bad guy would be if this movie happens? Maybe Gore and her Death Runners from King Kong comics, original Kaiju Titan Mankind. I don't think they better do anything from the King Kong comics, because then someone does own the rights to that iteration. King Kong is public domain, right? Kong, the idea of a giant ape is public domain. But then each iteration of it would have their own rights for those specific creations. So like Skull Crawlers, for instance, right? This is a good way to describe it. Skull Crawlers in Kong Skull Island is an owned property, is an owned copyright by Legendary. Kong isn't. Kong is public domain. But other things on the peripherals would be licensed, owned, copyrighted. So I don't think that would work. I think you're along the right track by saying, well, original Kaiju or Titan, or maybe Mankind. I don't think it'd be Mankind. That'd be super played out if it's Mankind, because if it's Mankind, I mean, you basically just had that in the last one. You know, but hear me out. Godzilla, 2014, they were scared of Godzilla. Godzilla King of the Monsters, they used Godzilla against other Titans and were like, yeah, we love Godzilla. Then Godzilla versus Kong, they hated Godzilla. Kong Skull Island, they don't know about Kong. They're somewhat scared of it, but then sort of like him at the end. Godzilla versus Kong, they use Kong against other Titans, Godzilla. What do you reckon? The third movie featuring Kong is going to be Kong is evil and we hate Kong. Oh my god. I reckon that we might be onto something there, ladies and gents. We might be onto something. Richard Shepard joined the conversation. I hope they don't do that, by the way. If we're going to have other Kongs, then it opens the potential for other Godzillas and other Titan groups. Yes, it does. I'm not sure I like this idea because the notion of these Titans being the last of their kind means there is more to lose. The stakes are higher. I completely agree. Also cheapens the movies out. Right? Cheapens that moment in Godzilla versus Kong where he's like, oh, his family's down there. He's like, I don't know. Like, I'm just guessing sort of thing. And then he goes down there and he puts his hand on the walls and stuff. It cheapens out those moments. It makes them pretty redundant, to be honest. Paddy's Pub has joined the chat. Says Godzilla sexual with Mecha Bryan Cranston instead of human Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is basically an emotionless robot anyways. What? Oh my dear God. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson was terrible in that film. Bryan Cranston was epic. Okay, will Godzilla need help from others if Destroyer ever showed up? Yeah, I think he would. I think he would. Yeah, I think he would. So anyway, ladies and gents, joining the conversation, I'm going to ask you some questions now. What do you think to a Son of Kong movie? Good idea or bad idea? For those that like what I do here, you like my sense of humor, whatever. You like cars primarily. Subscribe to my second channel. I've just linked it in the chit chat. I'm rebuilding a Nissan Pulsar GTI-R. I have to keep saying it. It's actually linked in the description box as well. I think you guys will really enjoy it. There's videos 3 times a week. Obviously not a lot because I'm not a rich man. So rebuilding stuff costs money and I space it out quite a lot. But yeah, 3 times a week, there's car videos on there. So check it out, guys. Yeah. So what's this? If the license is renewed, will Toho still have to hold off on making live action movies? They've never had to hold off making live action movies, actually. They have never had to. We know that from an interview with them. I can't remember when the interview was or anything like that. I have done so many videos on this. But they've never had to. They have chosen not to. So it's actually, fuck me, what is going on with this bloody camera? So yeah, no, they have not had to at all. It's a common misconception. People think they have had to stop making live action movies, but they don't. They don't have to stop them at all. They've been more than able to. They've just chosen not to. I don't know if you talked about it on the channel, but what did you think of... No, I haven't talked about it. I haven't watched it. I'm not interested, in fairness, my dude. Maybe an enemy from before Godzilla's time. For Kong... But Godzilla is older. He's one of the oldest Titans there is. Don't think that would work, to be fair. How about an original Titan based on Shin Godzilla's design? You wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to do that. Toho probably wouldn't sign that off. Again, remember, if this is just a monster for Kong to go up against, the likelihood is that they're not going to use Godzilla, which means that the license isn't renewed, which means Toho won't allow that. I don't think so, because there'll be a likeness thing. So yeah, who knows? Would you like to see a cyborg King Kong? God no. I think that'd be awful in the Monsterverse. I think they did Mechagodzilla reasonably well, but no, nah. I think that'd be horrendous. Not happy with that. Jesse Alvarado says, "Hi, Mr. H, joining in. I'm not sure if you covered this off topic. Where's the rest of your question? It's gone. Where's the rest of your question? Maybe it got deleted. Anyway, okay, so I feel the best deal between Legendary and Toho would be for them to release one Monsterverse movie, one a year, then next the Godzilla movie from Toho the next year, Monsterverse movie, etc. Toho can do whatever they want. Again, common misconception. They're able to do whatever they want. They are just choosing not to. They're choosing not to. Yeah. God, you are spamming this question, aren't you, mate? No, I don't have the Playmates Mechagodzilla. I don't have any of the toys from Godzilla vs. Kong. I've only got that Godzilla behind me, the burning Godzilla. I don't have any of the figures from the new one. So there you go. That answers that question, hopefully. This is interesting. Harry P. Nass says they could introduce Biolante in the Hollow Earth as the big bad guy. Wouldn't technically be Biolante at that point then, because it'd be a completely different way that it was created. So yeah, maybe it'd be a big bad girl as well. Technically a woman. Don't know, assume their gender. But yeah, no, technically female, to be honest. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't hate the idea of Son of Kong. I just feel it's a bit of a wasted opportunity. It's wasted potential at the end of the day. In my eyes, anyway, it's wasted potential. Because you could do something so much better. The idea of a Kong movie means that they're confining themselves to the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth is an interesting place. Potentially. We don't know yet. We've not seen any of it. But that's the thing. If you're confining yourself to the Hollow Earth, and let me explain, you have to be in the Hollow Earth, because if Kong goes to the surface again, then you have to get Godzilla involved. Be a pretty convoluted story with the Son of Kong as well. So let's just run on that basis that they're somewhat smart with their narrative, and they stick to the Hollow Earth. I think that is pretty wasted. Yeah, pretty wasted. Also, the potential's there. You could see the Hollow Earth, you could explore the Hollow Earth, but they barely gave us any titans, any kaiju, any monsters in the Hollow Earth from Godzilla vs. Kong. There was the Warbats, some weird little scuttle crab things, and some reptile, and that was it. Some other weird bat flying creatures in Kong's temple, but again, that was it. It was pretty, it was pretty light on monsters, which either indicates he's in the wrong place for other monsters, which means, yeah, maybe he does need to walk around the Hollow Earth a little bit, and then that's when we see other ones, or there's just not that many, or they just didn't think about it. So I think it's a bit wasted, and I think it'd be a shame if that's what they end on Son of Kong. I don't know. I think it's a weird direction to go in. A Kong movie after a Kong movie. I think they had a really good balance going Godzilla, Kong, Godzilla, other monsters, Godzilla and Kong, but more Kong. I think they had a good balance there. I think now just going Kong focus, and this is the article as well, makes it pretty clear that they are literally looking to make one movie, maybe another one. Not great. Just to end on Kong would be a shame. And I like Kong, and I like this iteration of Kong. I think it's interesting. But the fact that, now instead of winding down the franchise, Godzilla vs. Kong may ramp it up. The Hollywood Reporter has learned that Legendary is quietly taking steps to stretch the series into one or more installments. Well, let's hope it's more than one. And it is more than one anyway, because they're already making a Monarch anime. So weird. James Scott, Kong versus a new undiscovered kaiju. A cross between a shark and a wolf. Where would it swim? Would it swim? Which part's the shark? Which part's the wolf? What's it going to be called? Wolf shark. I don't know. I don't know whether I like that idea, but I think like in terms of the other part, all jokes aside, the actual idea of a new kaiju, one of Legendary's creations, I'd be up for that. I like Legendary's Titan creations. I like them. I think they're interesting, and I think that again they've not expanded on them enough. They haven't explored them enough, and I think that they should. I think their original Titans are great. Aaron Editor says, I would like to see a scene where Kong's son is down and about to die right before the other monster goes for the kill shot. Have G-Man step in between them. Maybe. I mean, it could work if it's set up all right. I don't know whether that would work, though. I'm not sure whether I have the confidence. Oh, no, I do. They've been pretty entertaining, to be fair. I've liked a lot of their stuff. I'm just wondering if something like that could make sense narratively. Like, why would Godzilla be in the Hollow Earth? Presuming it's the Hollow Earth. Why would he be there? What's the deal? Why? Do you know what I mean? But I don't hate it. I don't hate that as an idea. Uriah Faber says, what's up, brother? I don't think they should do him having a son, since they kind of hinted that all of his kind are dead. Yeah, that's the other thing, yeah. But as much as I love Big G, there should be a Kong too, and having it about Hollow. See, to me, Godzilla vs. Kong was Kong 2. It was his story. My fucking protein shake's leaking on my bloody desk. Like, it was his story, wasn't it? It was all about him. It was about him finding out more about himself. Like, we didn't learn anything about Godzilla in that film. So, like, I agree with you here. You know, I don't think that they should have a son of Kong, because they did hint at it. And that opens up a whole world of problems, because they not only did they hint at it, but they had emotional moments with it all. They had moments where, like where you feel for the character, it's all played up, etc. If you then just go, nah, see you later, it wouldn't be very good at all, to be fair. Wouldn't be very good at all. Junon King, it's not a clickbait title, and the Monsterverse isn't dead. You fucking pleb. Honestly, do a bit of research. There's literally talks happening right now between Legendary to continue the Monsterverse. Get up to date. Get up to date. You fucking idiot. I hate being told I'm fucking clickbaiting when I'm not. Like, the fucking news report's there. Penis. Utter pleb. I'm going to have a drink and just chill my fucking snacks for a little bit. I'm like, it's not that nice. It's cranberry and raspberry clear whey protein from My Protein. It's a bit sharp. Don't mind it, but the mojito flavor is nicer. Right. Yeah. So here you go, right? And this goes on with Uriah as well. Didn't they state in this latest movie that Kong is the last of his kind? Yeah. They essentially did. But they also, they did and they didn't, because they also was like, well, we don't know if there's any more. They've left it open. Narratively speaking, you could have them come back. It'd be lazy. It'd be crap. It wouldn't be very good. It would be a bit, why are you doing that sort of thing? Mistake Reviews, do you think Monster X will come in to the Monsterverse? It's all about rights, isn't it? It's all about rights at the end of the day. If they're specifically talking about continuing it under the Kong banner. Probably not. They won't want to work with Toho in future. But then the thing is that Toho has been very, very happy about how things progress. So it's it seems weird and very unusual that they're moving forwards with Kong. Seems counterproductive, I think. It's really, really weird. Really weird. So this wouldn't be from the director, Phil, my dude. This will be from Legendary. They would have approached Adam Wingard and gone, would you like to do this film with us? I get it that it sort of looks that way, but it would be from Legendary. Oh, you worked at My Protein. Oh, it's originally a British brand, actually. I just buy it because it's cheap. That's all. With future Big G movies, do you think that they'll go the route of changing him more like they did with the different eras, like the 90s, GMK and Millennium? No, I don't think so. Oh, saying that, they've slowly changed him, haven't they? I hope not. And that's only if we get any more future G movies, which I don't know whether it's likely, to be fair. I don't know. My head's in a pickle. Aaron, this is a question about my second channel, ladies and gents, which if you didn't know, there you go, linked in the chat right now. So when the GTIR is finished being rebuilt, can we please see a quarter mile run? Also a 0 to 100. So not everyone's interested in cars. I get that, guys. But if you are, I am rebuilding a Nissan Pulsar GTIR, which in Europe was known as a Sunny GTIR. It's a rare rally. It's a Group A rally homologation special, basically. I don't want to launch that car because the transmissions are known to be very fragile. So unless I know the transmission's good, I don't know whether I would want to. I hope you understand that, because that's the weak point on those cars. The transmissions are like glass. I don't understand why either, because they could have paired it with something so much better, but they didn't. So I don't know, really. I'll have a look and see, because if it's rebuilt, so let's put it this way, right? If that channel does well, because it doesn't earn anything at the moment. Like I've not even earned the petrol back from any of the stuff I've done with the cars on that channel, the petrol money back. But if that channel does miraculously do well, then I can buy a spare transmission just to have and sit there and wait. And then I can launch the car. And then if it does break, I just swap the new transmission in. So it's all really dependent. But the car wasn't bought for the channel. I really like the car, so I bought it. It just so happens that I wanted to do the channel with my friend, and that's why it's on there. But it's not for the channel. It's for me. And because the channel doesn't earn any money, I can't do something for the channel which could damage my car, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I would love that. I would love that channel to blow up. It'd be great. I'd love it. It'd be really, really good. Not from a money perspective, awesome. Mainly because then I could buy stuff for the car that people would like to see. So we'll see. Hopefully that explains it and you appreciate that. What's this? What are the chances of future Monsterverse films being able to recreate the grandeur of the 2014 Godzilla? Yeah, they've gone a bit silly now, haven't they? I don't know. They have gone a bit silly. I don't know whether they'd be able to. They need to bring back someone with gravitas for the main role, like Bryan Cranston, like someone with that sort of gravitas, that cinematic gravitas. How about Kong helping to defend Earth from alien invasion? Small alien craft attacking him as he climbs a tall, futuristic building. But then he's out of the Hollow Earth. Then Godzilla would have to show up because they've writ it into the universe now that Godzilla doesn't like Kong because he's another Alpha Titan. He only gave him a pass at this point because of Mechagodzilla. Blah blah blah. If he comes up to the Earth, Godzilla's going to sense him and he will turn up. So I don't know. I don't know. Any decals for the GTIR? Yeah, I've got some side stripes, but I'm not putting them on. I haven't even cleaned the car yet. Like, it's a long way off doing any of that stuff yet. Well, once we get the engine running, actually working, I can turn it on and stuff, then we'll put decals on. Once it moves under its own steam, anyway. Aaron Editor, please. No. You give me like you give me like $3,000 for a potential new transmission. I don't even know how much they cost in fairness, so it's probably not $3,000. But you give me the money, I'll launch that car. There you go. Or you yeah, I don't know. Say that you'll buy another transmission. Transmission swaps on the GTIR. Apparently, there is not a swap you can do. I'm sure someone could machine like a mating plate. I'm sure someone could, because the Sylvia engine, which is the SR20 DET, which is what is in the Pulsar GTIR, but the Pulsar is transversely mounted, which is the issue. But the Sylvia engine, you can buy a mating plate to put a 370Z transmission in, because those transmissions will go to like 550 whatever horsepower. Those transmissions are actually really solid stock. But you can't do, because it's transversely mounted, it's not easy to just I don't think there's another Nissan engine which is transversely mounted with 4-wheel drive, because that's the thing, it's an all-wheel drive car. So it's an awkward one. It's a very, very awkward one. Anyway, Andy McCallum, would you like the idea of creating a standalone Monsterverse movie that shows the Great War? Also, happy birthday for Friday. Thank you so much, Andy, my dude. I really appreciate that. And actually, for anyone that didn't know, we are doing a birthday live stream tomorrow. So I hope you'll join. I've actually set it up, by the way. It's ready to go right now. So hopefully you guys have put the notifications on for that stream tomorrow. You're going to turn up. It'll be good fun. And then Friday, I'm just getting pissed drunk or something. I don't know. Maybe I like drunk tweet a whole bunch of crap. Who knows? But as it stands, would I like the idea of creating a standalone Monsterverse movie that shows the Great War? Yeah, I would actually. And I think that could be really interesting. I think that could be really, really good. But you'd have to include some natives or something where you can do subtitles where they explain something. You have to have a point of view character, sadly. No movie will not have a point of view character. They have to have it in some shape or form. Finbar White says, will Legendary seek different distributors other than Warner Brothers for more Monsterverse? That could be quite likely due to the issues that they had with Warner Brothers at the moment. They used to have Universal, but that deal went down pretty quick, to be fair. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Legendary are not happy with Warner Brothers at this point in time. We know that because they're not happy with the way June's being released. They want June to be in theaters. Probably not going to be. Probably will be, but also on HBO Max. Unless they give them money, I think they'll be hard pressed to stay with them anyway. Do you think we'll see another Mothra appear in the Monsterverse? I hope so. I'd love that. I'd really love that. I think that'd be great. And they set it up nicely as well, man. So I would like that a lot, but we'll see. H, giving us ideas. Onwards, fellow pirates. What did I give you ideas for? I'm not sure if I did. Once you said transversely engine, I understood. My 3000 GT is placed in awkwardly as well. Yeah, transversely mounted engines. There was some rumors that you could put an Evo transmission in it, but I don't think anyone's actually done it. But there's some rumors of that, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. It's an interesting one. Urea Faber says, I feel the next route for Goji should be the Zillions coming with Gigan or Megalon. Maybe even bring an Auger. Auger would be so good. And say Ghidorah was the first wave or something. Well, he's Monster Zero, so he came down millions of years ago. So I don't know whether they could say he was the first wave, because that's a pretty delayed wave, isn't it? But Auger would be awesome. I'd like to see Hedorah. I'd like to see Hedorah in the Monsterverse. I think that they would make that really, really interesting. I think that'd be awesome. Oh, dear. Gross. Horseradish Power. Hey, Vassy. By the sound of the car talk, I take it Mr. H is talking about him doing a Knight Rider remake. Nah, man. I've got a car channel. Check it out. Link in the description box and link right there in the chat. Orion Pax for Norwegian kroner, I think it is, isn't it? 50 of them. Hi, Mr. H. What kind of story do you think the Terminator Netflix series will do? Can they please do the Future War? Happy birthday for Friday. So, one, thank you so much for the happy birthday. Really appreciate that. Apparently, it's going to be something like I can't remember the original. What was the original thing? Because they did. I thought that they revealed something, or they revealed nothing. Terminator anime Netflix. Let me have a look. Okay, so Variety. Yeah, there was no plot details at all. It's still with Skydance, the guys who made the last two Terminator films, so not very good ones. But it was also from Production IGs, which is Ghost in the Shell, basically. So really, really good. Yeah, no, there was no actual. So the statements itself says. Yeah, there wasn't. There was Skydance has given me the opportunity to approach Terminator in a way that breaks conventions, subverts expectations, and has real guts. That was it. So, really, as vague as you possibly can get. So the expectation is probably going to be a future war, but I don't think they're going to do that. Let's be honest, because they're going to subvert expectations. Way, hooray! Everyone loves their expectations being subverted. Yay! Give me some more of that nonsense. Fucking hell. Yeah, nah, I don't think it'll be. I want it to be good, but we'll see. We will see. James Scott, thank you so much, man. Happy birthday for Friday. Have a fun time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, we will be live streaming tomorrow, so hopefully you guys can join. It's not the normal day I stream, I know, but I don't want to be streaming on my birthday. I'm going to work all day, but in the evening, I'm busy. I'm keeping myself busy. Marshmallow says, love to see how King G ended up in ice like that. Yeah, true. Again, that could be a really good film as well, but I don't think they're ever going to go backwards. They'll tell those stories, and I agree with you. Like, I'd like to see it, but I think that they will tell all of those stories like they have done up to date. Cave paintings, interpretations of hieroglyphs, things like that, which I think is a shame, to be fair. Because I'd love to see stuff like that. So yeah, shame. Aaron Editor says, "Are you a gun guy? If so, what's your favorite gun?" No, not really a gun guy, to be fair. Don't have access to them. I don't personally have access to them in the UK, so I don't know. I couldn't answer it really. I played some airsoft once. That was good fun, but not an actual gun, sadly. What's this? Elizabeth Lyons says, what's your favorite cake flavor, Mr. H? Like a coffee and walnut. I love a coffee and walnut flavored cake. Love it. With bittersweet coffee icing. Love it. Chocolate is always good. I don't know, really, to be fair. Don't know. I love a good carrot cake. Love a carrot cake. I'm boring as shit with my cakes, to be fair. I don't eat many cakes. Believe it or not, I don't normally eat very many cakes in my time. Love a what's it called? Oh no, cherry bakewell. Love a bakewell tart. I don't know whether could you make that into a cake? You probably make that into a cake, can you? Love that. That'd be great. There you go. It's Cake Talk with Mr. H. If you're joining in late, ladies and gents, you've missed a lot of the main conversation. We're now talking about cakes, because why the fuck wouldn't we? Come to the States. I'll let you shoot my AR. I've been to the States. I used to live and work in the States for quite a while. But again, never had access to stuff like that. What do you want in this movie? Says, I'm curious. You think Kong is going to keep the axe? For some odd reason, I feel like he's going to get rid of it due to the history with G-Man's kind. There'll be some. Well, look, we didn't see it at the end of the film, so it's gone basically. I think it has. I think it's gone. I don't see why not. I don't see why they would keep it now at this point in time. I think it's 100% gone. I think they implied that it was gone by just showing it disappear. The end of the movie, no axe. Like, I get it, he's not going to run around with it anyway, but I think it's gone. I think it'll just be maybe it'll just be in his temple. Maybe we'll just put it back to his temple. I don't know. But wasn't part of the temple was destroyed and stuff like that? I thought as well. Can't remember. Marshmallow, the Harley Quinn. Marshmallow, I know how he got in the ice. He got drunk and fell asleep in the snow. Brilliant. That's fantastic. I like that. That's good. That's a good super chat to highlight a comment. I missed that. I thought for sure you were going to say Colin the Caterpillar was your go-to. Maybe. Nah. Honestly, I'm not really a cake guy, to be fair. Right. Would they make Godzilla the next villain? Lots of people thought he was the villain in GVK. People that haven't seen the other movies. I could see why they would think that. Yes, you are completely right. They did frame Godzilla as the bad guy. It was a Kong movie. It was a Kong-centric movie. Kong was basically our point of view monster. It was a Kong story. It was about Kong. It's a Kong movie at the end of the day. But would they make Godzilla an out-and-out villain in the next one? I don't know, and I don't think Toho would allow them. That's the thing, right? I don't think Toho would allow that because he's supposed to be this sort of ambivalent god of Earth, you know. But anyone can be a villain dependent on which way you look at it, dependent on your perception of life and reality. Anyone can be a villain. It's dependent on who they have as the point of view character. So I don't know really. But I don't think Toho would allow him to be out and out painted as a villain. But then they allowed Godzilla versus Kong, didn't they? Which sort of implied that. Tricky one. Kit Kat sent another super sticker. What did you send? A birthday cake. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I've got to keep going on here to see the super stickers because they don't come up on StreamYard, which is a bit annoying. Mr. MH has dropped in. Nice to have you on, dude. Mr. H just wanted to wish you a happy birthday for tomorrow, my dude. Hope you have a great day. Also, hail to you and the chat always. Great to see you all. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. And yes, it is my birthday. It's actually my birthday Friday, but I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to stream. So I'm streaming tomorrow. So please do join in the stream tomorrow. It'll be a good time. We'll just sort of hang out and have a laugh. Streaming from 9 p.m. GMT, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate some people will be busy, but try and hop on if you can. Am I doing viewer call-ins today? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I want to. Yes, I do want to. It's depending on how much my back holds out. It's always dependent on my back. But yeah, no, I do want to. Take a shot every time he says Kong. Don't, you'll be paralytic. Peter Chiaro, I think. Sorry if I butchered that. At this point, would you mind Legendary going into the sci-fi side of Godzilla movies? Maybe expand on Kong as a kaiju in the Hollow Earth. So I think that, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. And I think they have already decided that that's where they're going. I mean, look, Godzilla versus Kong was incredibly sci-fi, wasn't it? And I don't think it was bad either. I don't think it was bad. I think the sci-fi elements kind of worked with how they had painted them anyway. So yeah, don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. I could see them doing that for sure. I think stuff like Ghidorah's origins on how it got into that iceberg and the ancient war of Kongs and Godzillas would be done in novels or something like. Yeah, I agree. Melvin, we will be here. We have no life. Well, I hope you have a life, and that's a bit of a shame that the only reason you guys are here is because you have no life. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Urea Faber says, I'm waiting on Big D Destroyer. However, I feel he should be the final boss, like he should have been in GVK. They made Mecha G OP, even if Goji was tired. So they've out and out stated now, ladies and gents. They have out and out stated, which I said in my review. It was basically Mecha Ghidorah. It was Mecha Ghidorah's consciousness in there. Which is kind of cool, actually. And then I don't think it's so OP at that point. I think it's like, oh, well, it is actually Mecha Ghidorah, but also Mecha Godzilla at the same time. I liked it. I thought that was cool. But you are kind of right. Yeah, I think Destroyer as a final big boss would be awesome. So I don't hate that. I think that'd be cool. John Davies is plugging the Blackfields Blu-ray. So yeah, please do check it out. Follow that link that my moderator has just chucked in the chat. That'd be really cool. Question: how is your independent film going? Have you generated enough for its production? And what is the plot and duration of the film? I mean, it's out. It's been out for a long time. I'm selling Blu-rays of it. Don't know what to tell you, mate. It's been out a long time. You've missed a lot of fucking videos. There is no response I can give that is good right now, really, to that question, to be fair. Sorry. Not much I can say. Yeah, fuck it hell. Right, Angry Panda says, who would you want to be the next villain? Space Godzilla, Destroyer, etc. Well, if the next film is just going to be Son of Kong, it can't be anyone like that. It just can't be, because it'd be too OP, too powerful. It's going to have to be an original creation. It has to be. Or you just go back to basics and you have a Skullcrawler, which is an original creation, but that would be a good way, you know? It'd be a good nemesis for Kong, you know, like a bigger Skullcrawler, like a Queen or something like that. I don't bloody know. Yeah. What's this? Do you think they could introduce Space Godzilla in a similar way to Mecha Godzilla or Biolante as a plan B of Apex? I think Biolante as a plan B for Apex would be good. I think that would be really good. Yeah, I'd like that. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Mr. H Reviews, can you remind me why Godzilla attacked the ship that was carrying Kong? Because he sensed an Alpha Titan. That is literally it. That's why you cannot have Kong appear on, you know, above the surface anymore. Because they have their each they have their territory. Godzilla is on the Earth and also the Hollow Earth if he wants to. And Kong, another Alpha Titan, is in the Hollow Earth. So they painted themselves into a corner with all of that. I don't know what to say. Unusual. But yeah, that's the only reason Godzilla attacked the ship. That's literally the only reason. Because he sensed another Alpha Titan. Uriah Faber says, do you think the Hollow Earth is the new Monster Island? Yeah, I do, which is a shame because they could have done that with Skull Island and that would have worked really nicely, to be fair. So I think that's a shame. What's this? I've ordered the Blackfields Blu-ray and I'm waiting patiently for it to arrive. So they are all going out. I think they're actually being picked up either tomorrow. Oh, that's Thursday, isn't it? They're either being picked up tomorrow or Friday, and then they're going to start going out. They are being picked up this week, and then they go out this week. They got to go out in batches, but they are going out this week. So yeah, please do order it. It's still available because there's been a reasonable amount of interest, so we're continuing selling it. It's still limited. It will not be sold forever because you can't physically sell them forever. Like they do have to be done in batches. Can't keep doing them in batches because eventually I'll lose money basically. So I'm not selling it forever. It is still limited. I got accused of some absolute bollocks on that video when I was like, guys, thank you so much. People were like, oh, you've just conned people out of what they thought was limited. It is limited, you fucking idiots. Not you, the idiots that gave me shit on that video. Fucking, you just can't please anyone, honestly. I got called, what was it, on the lead up to making that film? I got called a con artist all over Twitter saying I wasn't going to make the film. So I made the film, obviously. That was always the plan. And then people just come out of the woodwork and be like, oh, you know, and now selling the Blu-rays. They're like, oh, you're conning people out of Blu-ray. No, I'm not. Like, I'm selling something. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. If not, you don't have to buy it. Fucking people. Such cunts. Honestly, such cunts. I cannot wrap my head around it. Like, just fuck off. You don't have to be here. Anyway, Mango Badger. Angry Panda versus Mango Badger. The Monsterverse we all want. Oh my God! This is the best thing ever. Best crossover episode. I need someone to make some artwork of that, of the mango badger and an angry panda going for it. That'd be awesome. I need that in my life. Ryan Pax, Mr. H, I was wondering about Kong's species. They must be very smart to be able to build that massive temple like they did. How smart were they? Yeah, you're right there. But smart enough to know sign language to speak. So they, they are that smart. They have to be that smart. I don't know if they've revealed anything else now in the Art of book. I've not got the Art of book, so I don't know. But evidently smart enough to have, to be able to do sign language. It's crazy. Who really won the fight between Zilla and Kong, in your opinion, Mr. H? Oh, I think Godzilla won. Personally, I know that'll annoy people, but I thought Godzilla won. I thought it was pretty clear cut, but I think it's from it is open to interpretation. What do you think of this Son of Kong news? I'm not happy about it, to be honest. No, I'm not. Sure shot Sav. I'm happy, but also not. It's weird that they're going straight for that as the thing that they want to continue with. Yeah. They've done 2 Godzilla movies, 2 Kong movies. I want to see another Godzilla movie, basically. I want to see them approach Godzilla with a bit more respect. 2014, they had the respect. King of the Monsters, yeah, so. Godzilla versus Kong, nah. I don't know. I want to see the in-universe characters have respect for Godzilla. That's what I want. But we haven't seen that yet. Sort of in King of the Monsters. But yeah, shame. I'm looking forward to your Ape versus Monster review. I'm looking forward to the brain aneurysm that is very patiently going to give me. Christ, that'd be awful. But I'm looking forward to it. It will be quite fun, to be fair. It will be quite fun. Global warming is the villain. Ugh, yeah, probably. What am I looking at here? Sorry, ladies and gents. Let me just scroll back up. Is Son of Kong going to be a soy boy that Kong's embarrassed about, not going out and climbing buildings with blondes, but spending all day playing video games? Playing video games don't make you a soy boy, all right? You calm your tits. That doesn't make you a soy boy. That's all good. Ellie Moses, to be honest, I thought it was fun. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen. Agree with you in Missed Age for the most part. Loved Kung Lao, though, particularly the fatality he pulls off on Nitara. You're talking about... I'm jumping into other people's conversations here, but yeah, no, that's... yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was good fun. Right, anyway, so is anyone here watching Godzilla Singular Point? It's not out yet, is it? It's not out, is it? Is it out? Don't tell me it's out. I don't think it was out. Oh, it's not out yet, no. Not for me, anyway. Not for little old me. Not in America. No, I didn't think it was. Comes out June? Fuck's sake, they've missed the trick there, haven't they? June? Why didn't they release it alongside Godzilla? Fuck, it's so dumb. So dumb. Mr. H, I came in late. Is it possible Son of Kong is meant to throw us off what the actual movie will be about? Well, it's just rumors at this point in time, so probably not. Yeah, probably not. I don't think so, anyway. I think that is literally what they are rumoring it to be at this point in time, which is a shame. Massive shame. We need Son of Godzilla. The world needs it. Fuck's sake. Unreal. The subtitled version is out. It's not out then, is it? It's only out in certain parts of the world, so it's not out here. That's not something which I will. Yeah, it's not something I will sail the seas for. Disavow. Marshmallow grew up married to a PlayStation. Good man. So what are we thinking then, ladies and gents? Let's round out the main topic for today. Let's round it out. What do we think about Godzilla potentially not appearing again, or at least not being the focus of the next movie, and it being Son of Kong? Do we think that's good or not? For me, no, I don't think that's good. I want them to do Godzilla, Kong, Godzilla, Kong, Godzilla. I need them to swap it over. And the last movie was a Kong movie, so I think they need to swap it over. Angry Panda, Harambe's son. God damn. Harry P. Nass, no Son of Kong, we want Godzilla. Nikki says, so would Godzilla just jump down the Hollow Earth hole? Well, he could, couldn't he? He can go wherever he wants. Like he is the king. He can go wherever he wants. Sure Shot Sav says, what do you think of Adam Wingard in comparison to Michael Dougherty and Gareth Edwards? They should let Dougherty come back, in my opinion. He's busy with Hellraiser, the series. He's writing and show running that, basically. Co-show running. So he won't be able to come back. That's if that series ever gets off the fucking ground. Yeah, which is, I don't know, I hope it is, but we'll see. How about a Godzilla versus Gamera? There was a fan-made short video a while back that was actually pretty good. Gamera is owned by a different company. Toho doesn't own Gamera, and Legendary won't be able to get the rights for it, presumably. Excuse me. Robin says, it might be Kong fight another Kong. Humans might have kept a secret Kong somewhere who's a bad guy, basically. I think that would be a shame. I think if you have Kong versus Kong, that's like, yeah, no, that's yeah, I think that'd be lame, to be fair. That's like Marvel Phase 1 level stuff. Oh, there's a villain with exactly the same power set. Oh, great! Like fucking god. I think that'd be sad. Like a big sad, big shame. So yeah. Also, ladies and gents, sadly, I'm gonna have to let you know now, the Alien Isolation playthrough for Sunday won't be in the dark. I'm afraid it will be the only one that's not going to be in the dark. Might be slightly in the dark, but not 100%. Basically, I've got to record it in the afternoon, the evening, and it's getting dark at like 8:30, 9 o'clock here now. And I'm too tired to record it after this tonight. So it's probably going to be. I might do it. We'll see. I always say these things, but yeah. Blomkamp for the next Monsterverse film. I think he's happy doing his own stuff now, but he would be a good pick for a Monsterverse film. I think that's a good pick right there. That is a good pick. Don't hate that one at all. Yeah, no, not bad at all. So, ladies and gents, what we do here on the channel, if you didn't know, we've got memberships open, right? So this channel, we have memberships open. It's a way you can support the channel on a month-by-month basis with as little as 99 pence, because it's in pounds. But you can go right up, like there's different tiers, you know. $4.99 seems to be a pretty popular one as well. But you can support the channel in many ways. Like if you've done super chats today, probably do consider becoming a member, because you do get access to other things as well. And also, this isn't to put you off doing super chats, because super chats are great. Does actually help out quite a lot. But YouTube does take a percentage of the super chats, quite a large one. I think it's 30% if I remember rightly. So please do consider becoming a member as well. I'm not sure the percentage they take on that though. Hopefully not that much, but just throwing it out there. But basically, one of the benefits that you get to being a member is doing a live member call-in on these streams. We do it normally once a week on a Friday, but because I didn't do it last Friday, I did it on Monday, and I'm going to be doing it today as well. And so become a member, chit-chat to me live here on the channel. It's only open for a short period of time because I've got to paste them so I can get all the questions done and then obviously leave. within a certain time limit as well. So, ladies and gents, if you want to become a member, you want to talk live to me, or you are a member and you want to ask me a question, you want to talk to me live today, if you head on over to the community tab, there is a members only post, and you will be able to join in the stream. Basically, it's there right now. Basically, so just throwing it out there. It's something that you guys can do. KevBot says, final thoughts, not good. It'll be a missed opportunity to focus on the G-Man, seeing as there's more classic stories that can be retold of classic monsters. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's a lot that they could do, and they're not doing it. And I also think it's just a missed opportunity for them to create some really awesome original Titans and pit them against Godzilla. But you're completely right with that one, saying that it's a missed opportunity to actually focus on the G-Man, because there's a lot more stories that they could do. It'd be Augur would be great. Hedorah would be great. There's so many things. So many things. So yeah, shame, man. I completely agree with you there. Elizabeth Lyons sent a super sticker. What was the super sticker you sent? Let me have a look. What was the super sticker? Oh, birthday cake. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Marshmallow has said, the Harlequin, speaking of Blomkamp, I wonder if Tom ever got around to watching Elysium. He did, actually. We will try and do that stream together. But yeah, no, he did. He did actually do that. So yeah, but no, like he actually, spoiler alert, he actually really liked it. He didn't think it was as good as the other stuff, but he did like it. I can't remember his exact opinion on it, but we spoke, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty good, to be fair." So yeah, interesting. Not gonna lie, the Alien Isolation game is actually pretty good with lots of terrifying moments. Shit my pants, understatement. Isn't it just? Alien Isolation is utterly fantastic. It is so good. I did a review of it ages ago, but it was more like a critique of IGN's review, plus my own review at the same time. And I was just like, they so wrong, so wrong, like unbelievably wrong. Someone says I missed their donation. Did I? What was it, my dude? You sent $10. When was that? Let me have a look. It hasn't come through. Let me have a look. Do. Stream. I actually can't see it, and I'm fudging all this up on the back end of this crap. So what was the donation, dude? What did you actually say? Sorry, man. I'm normally pretty good on them. 10 minutes ago. Sorry. It hasn't come up. It has not come up. So I don't know. You're going to have to say it again, basically. Please do say it again, because I can't find it. There's no way for me to find it right now, which is like, it's not intentional. So please do, just don't send it again. Just tell me what it was that you said, basically. That's the only way I can do it. Yeah, because I can't. Can I go to the live control room? Because I can't go to. I'm going to this stupid fucking live control room, but it's not there. It automatically wants me to do something else, but it doesn't let me do it when I'm on there. So, shame. Yeah, so Gino X 1987. Please do just say it again. Oh, here we go. I was asking if you ever heard of an obscure horror title from 1995 called Not of This Earth. Been looking for years since I saw it once on TV as a kid. I've never heard of that, no. Was it a rip-off of something else? Because if it was, maybe. There was a lot of movies that were rip-offs of something else, so maybe. Not of This Earth. What was it about? What was in it then? Yeah, I'm keen on it. Right, so we've got one member waiting in the wings. Nice. Firefly Mark 1, aka Alex. So just sort of giving him pre-warning here. Also, guys, don't disappear off when we do these live things. The live call-ins. They're actually really interesting. Yeah, well, I get it. Some people don't want to do it, but I think they're really interesting. So hence why I do it. Good way to interact with you. Right, so we'll just bring on... This is all live. I've got no fucking idea what someone's going to say, by the way. Hello, Firefly Mark 1. Alex, how you doing?
Greetings, Mr. H. How you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm going to sound really rude now, but have I spoken to you before? Have you changed your avatar? I think I did.
Yeah, I'm staying off webcam at the moment because I'm working on a project.
But didn't your avatar... Wasn't your avatar before?
Yes.
The little yellow... I can't remember what it was called. The
Firefly from Thunderbirds.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I pulled this image up because it's all I could find.
No, it's good. As long as I'm not going mental, that's the thing. So at least I know that I've actually... Yeah, all right, cool.
Well,
anyway.
all I can say quickly is that this picture is from the greatest episode they ever done was Terror in New York City, and that's where the Firefly I fell in love with in the first place. Because it was that opening shot. But anyway. Right. The thing is, the son of Kong.
Yes.
How can I put it? Why do you think it could be set in the far future?
Oh, do you think it could? Nah, I don't know.
No, like a fast forward type film.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But then, I mean, look, there's the potential for it to be set anywhere. If they set it in the far future, the technology's got to advance again. And then at that point, I sort of think to myself, like, well, where are they? I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, it could be. It absolutely could be.
They could stick a city in the Hollow Earth. They could have a city down there.
But I wonder how. How would they do that? Unless because they got that gravity inversion thing, remember?
If it's the far future film, like...
True.
The one I tried to send you a message earlier, but I think what they got planned, and this is in my own opinion, is that they're going to do like one Toho monster solo film, original monster, and then go back to Toho, and then later on do Godzilla's Grand Return before they go further into like a Destroy All Monsters finish.
Maybe. Well, so you think that they will do a movie just with a Toho monster, basically, like
and then do an original Monsterverse film. So
maybe they haven't done that yet, though, have they? They haven't done any Toho monsters just standalone. Well, I mean, maybe.
Judging by the back catalogue, Toho's got on different monsters. There's one monster they could tackle because I don't know if you remember this. There was a film back in 1960 called Gorgo.
Yeah.
That would be great if they remade that today under Legendary's banner.
Yeah, there's so many things that would be great.
Yeah.
For them to do. I don't know, because you got to remember, Legendary has to buy the rights to each individual monster from Toho to use them.
That's true.
I don't know whether they would want to do that for a monster, like, because in their eyes, the reason why they're going for the Kong at the moment is Kong's the profitable one. Godzilla technically isn't. Like Kong, they don't have to pay anything for. They're just like, fuck it, we just use Kong. Like, it's public domain. So I don't know really. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, I'm looking forward to, but I've got a funny feeling at the moment Toho's going down the animation way instead of actually making a live action Godzilla film.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Toho Studios, Toho Animation doing Godzilla Singular Point. So
I'm looking forward to watching that. I'll be looking forward to watching it
same.
when it comes.
And then I'm really annoyed when someone says it's coming out in June. I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
I think that's something to do with the dubbing at the moment.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
They're
you are
behind on
quite
it.
right. Maybe.
One thing I would like to see is the Heisei series of the Godzilla movies released over here in Britain on Blu-ray and DVD, because I had to get the American copies, which was a shame.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What's the difference between them?
Region. I had to get them on DVD player back in the day.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's never fun.
I know.
Well, you never know. The likelihood is that they probably will do that now with the popularity that it's gaining in the West. I'm sure that they probably will do that, to be fair.
I think they've got a lot of avenues to explore, but it would be great to see an original monster in the Monsterverse film. I think under what Legendary is created.
Yeah, I like all of their original ones. I've really enjoyed. So, yeah, I'd like to see some more, to be fair. Well, thank you so much for dropping on.
No problem.
With me, dude. Appreciate it, and appreciate you being a member as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay. He says, so far I've got to go now because I've got a ton of washing up to do.
All right,
and then I'm off to play Red Dead Redemption Online later. So
very nice.
Happy birthday for Friday, anyway.
Appreciate it. We'll be streaming tomorrow, so hopefully you can join in. All right.
I'm a bit busy tomorrow. I've got a lot of things on my plate at the moment.
All right.
Okay. Well, take care, Mr. H.
Cheers, dude. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Right, we've got 2 super chats to get to before we get Marshmallow in here. So James Scott for £10 says, "Could we see Tom Hiddleston return?" No, because it was set too far in the past. He'd be old, so they wouldn't be able to do it. To be fair, unless they get him in like weird makeup. So no, like his age would be a problem. Actually, the Emperor of Mankind says, "Happy birthday. Watched a few movies recently from my throne that made me think I am Mother, Good, and old Ethan Hawke one. Predestination was effing awesome. Yeah, I Am Mother I did a review on. Didn't hate it, to be fair. Not bad at all. Predestination, I think I saw the trailer to that and it looked all right. So yeah, I think, yeah. Elizabeth Lyon says, "One of these days I'll do my hair and ask a question, and you know it'll be about Lovecraft. Do it. You need to get more members involved. People seem really scared of jumping on here, but no, you need to get involved a bit more. It's good to have variety. You know, this is nothing against the people that keep returning, FYI, because it's really good, but still want variety as well. Want variety of questions, variety of people interacting and stuff like that. It's good to get variety. So let's chuck Marshmallow in here. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you.
Yeah, this is just because coming back to Godzilla 2014.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking like what would be your choice for an alternative to Bryan Cranston if they were to make another, if they were to try to mimic or imitate the sort of the grandeur of the 2014 Godzilla, because
well, there's loads of actors that could do it. I mean, if they just gave Charles Dance a more prominent role in King of the Monsters, that would be someone that could absolutely bring it. There's quite a lot of actors that bring Mads Mikkelsen into it. It would captivate everyone. It would jump on screen, people would go, "Oh, god damn, it's Mads Mikkelsen," you know. It's someone with like natural sort of gravitas. That's what it is, you know. But they need to be written appropriately as well. Like Bryan Cranston's character was written appropriately up until the moment he died, because that was dog shit. But he was written great up until that point, you know. Like the dialogue he had was really good. The sort of emoting was great. So yeah, there's quite a few people, to be fair. I quite like Mads Mikkelsen as a pick. I think that'd be great.
The second question would be, in King of the Monsters, they've got the oxygen destroyer.
Yes.
So does that set up like another Titan?
Well, it sets up Destroyer, but we haven't seen any actual setup for that. But that's how Destroyer is made. Mutates like sort of crustaceans, basically.
think Legendary are missing a trick here because they could they've got quite a lot of potential. Like I'm going to compare it to like the Marvel franchise. Like they started off with like Iron Man and they gradually grew and grew and grew into this decade-long franchise, really. And Legendary,
they made more money. It's all about money.
They did.
Yes, they've got the Oxygen Destroyer. Yes, it sets up Destroyer, but Legendary has to buy Destroyer from Toho, and they're not making lots of money with these movies at the moment. So it's kind of like I agree. Like I want to see it, but from a business perspective, I can see why they're not doing loads of things like that. Because I'm like, well, it's not proven profitable. Like, why would you do it? You know. So like it's tricky because it's a fine balance that you have to strike between trying to give people what they want, but then also realizing that not enough people want it to actually give it to them, if that makes sense. Because that's what it is, isn't it? Like, you know, not enough, like loads of people want Destroyer, loads of people want Godzilla, not enough people though, not enough people to make it profitable. You know, that's why I presume that they're going focusing on Kong now because it's public domain. They don't have to pay anyone. So I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky situation. Would
it work if they downsized it a little bit? Because
how do you mean?
Like in terms of like the budget wise, they can still get a lot. They can
not really. Like I mean, how do you downsize them? You know, like Godzilla vs Kong was rumored to be made for about $150 million. That's quite a small budget, to be fair, especially with all the CG.
That is small, actually. Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't think how do you do it? You know, how in the end it's 150 or 170, either or. It's still a small budget realistically. With all that CG, it's nothing. So how do you downsize it? Like you won't be able to have all the monsters involved. It's the CG that costs a lot of money. Those CG stuff costs fucking loads. So unfortunately, it's just the nature of it. You know, you literally just can't do it. Okay. So yeah. And then Sketch Therapy aptly says you can't downsize Toho's asking price, and that's the other thing as well. There are rights. You know, there's the licensing that Legendary has had to pay for. You can't change that. That is literally the license that they have forked out for.
Yeah. Okay. That's a shame, really, when like legality sort of like get in the way of creativity.
It's not legalities, mate. Toho rightfully own Godzilla.
Yeah,
it's not legalities, is it? They rightfully own it. Legendary want to use it, so they have to pay Toho to use it. I don't see any issue with that. You know, I wouldn't say that that's legality. I would say that's perfectly fair. Toho own it. Toho made it. Toho, that is their copyright. You know, Toho, Legendary could be smart and make their own monsters, but they're not. So you could also say that, you know, Legendary's own creative bankruptcy is getting in the way of their creativity because they're not being smart and going out and making their own stuff that could become iconic. Loads of people keep saying we want to see the Mutos. Loads of people want the Mutos, but where are they?
I love the Mutos back. I love the Mutos.
Exactly, but that's the thing, right? Like, where are they? And this isn't me slamming Legendary because Legendary have been really good. Legendary have, you know, gone out and about and done loads with their comic licensing. You know, they've done loads with Legendary comics, and some of them are amazing. So they are doing really good stuff, but you just can't get over the fact that Legendary is making a Godzilla property and Godzilla costs them money because they don't own it. So it's just what it is, dude. But yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Last thing, I sent you some trailers on Twitter, like one for The Conjuring.
Like, I've not been on Twitter, to be fair, mate, and I don't care about The Conjuring. Conjuring's fucking shit. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, they're boring. They're not scary. They're shit films. They just rely on jump scares. I'm sick of jump scares.
I can't remember the other one. The other one was like a space film. Like it was quite good. The trailer looked quite good. I'll have to
send it to me again. Have a look in because once you go through your own timeline, you'll see it. Send it to me again. I haven't been on Twitter. I've been really busy. Like again, it's my birthday week and stuff like that. So I've been busy and sort of plodding along, trying to get there. I'm trying to cram 3 streams into, you know, less days, 4 days, whilst doing all the other crap as well that I have to do. So, whilst managing another second channel as well, I was doing all the editing for that one, and filming and shit. So yeah, somewhat busy.
Tell Nick that he's actually really, really good on camera.
Yeah, no, I'll tell him that.
The chemistry is really, really good between you and him. and he's
we
got like
we should be. We're literally just mates, so yeah, it should be relatively good. To be fair, he's just my neighbour. He's a good dude. So yeah, cool.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, Mr. H.
Oh man, appreciate you dropping on. Take care, dude.
Take care.
Right, we got John Davies dropping in now, so I'll give him a sort of a fair warning here. Apparently, according to Elizabeth Lyons, we need a misstaged calendar. I don't think anyone would buy that. I don't think anyone. Well, I think you would buy that. I think there won't be much demand for that. I don't think I've got enough photos of myself to do a calendar either. Like, goddamn, I don't take photos of myself very much. Those on my Instagram would be aware of that. Right, John Davies, let's get him on. Right, how you doing, John?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you.
So, sorry for slightly talking over you last time. I do apologise.
I'm fucking disgraceful, mate. I just beat you off.
Yeah,
it's
quite
fine.
right.
And
happy birthday for Friday.
No, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Not sure what I will. Well, I know what I'm sort of partially doing. Some other bits and pieces are some surprises, but I just know I don't want to sit here. Like I love streaming. Like I genuinely do. I wouldn't do it otherwise. But I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that late into the evening on my birthday. So
do the British thing. Just get drunk.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm having a cake made, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. So, yeah, but I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, we'll do the birthday stream tomorrow, so should be good. Hopefully you can join anyway. Hopefully that'll be good fun.
Possibly, I might not be because surgery.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
Spine. So no, not really.
Fucking serious then, just the spine. Yeah, it's just that little old thing,
Yeah, be fine. Second time round.
What do you mind me asking? What or
herniated disc in L5C1?
Okay, like a full herniation or just a
yeah. It's pushed out, crushing the side, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty horrendous, to be fair. Have you seen an osteopath as well? Like,
yeah. Well, this is like 3 years down the line. It got paused due to the ongoing global bastard,
the Rona.
But yeah,
goddamn. Well, that's not good, dude. I hope all the best with that. Anyway,
cheers. So, on a much more happier note, have you seen the recent seasons of Creepshow?
No, I've not. Not at all.
Latest episode's got a Lovecraft story in it called "Within the Walls of Madness."
Ah, does it really?
So, did you see the Creepshow films? Were they a bit cheesy?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all done in a very similar style, but it's anthology episodes. And yeah, there was a Lovecraft one, and it was actually really good.
I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out. I didn't even know that, to be fair, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. And the other thing, what's the latest on the Black Knight figures?
So I do have some images actually now. So they're not going to be cheap. I'm just going to say from the off, they're not cheap because they're custom made. They're handmade, hand molded, hand painted, and there is only going to be 10 available. So here's one. You can see that there.
Yep. Yeah.
So this is the prototype basically, which is coming to me. You see it there, all the staff. Like this is what it's supposed to look like. So more earthy. Like I did it off the concept art basically.
Right.
But his weapons will be removable. You can take his weapons out. He's got actual, like an actual fabric cape. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It is bespoke, like it's handmade. So very, very small batch. And it'd be $100+, like $100 to $150, I think. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not the one dealing with it all. But they will be available soon. There'll be a pre-order, again, probably not through me, maybe through the website, but I want the person who is making them. It's the person who's done all those figures over there as well.
Right.
And the female Pinhead and stuff. I want people to go. This is what I said to her anyway. I said, I want people to go through you so they can see your other stuff as well. Because I'd like people to see, because her work's really, really good. It's amazing stuff. So I don't know yet. Like, she hasn't decided whether she wants me to handle it all and then she ships them, or because I want her to get some credit, but she's the one maybe not wanting that for some weird reason. I don't understand why.
So where do we see her stuff then? Is the big question.
Yeah, so
because that looks amazing, and if all her other stuff is like that,
it's fantastic stuff. So she has an Etsy store, which actually, yeah. So there's, is there anything on it now or not? I don't think there is. She removed it all. Let me have a look. What's going on? So it might have to be because she's changed how she does it before. Well, I'll link her Instagram. If I link her Instagram, there you go. So her Instagram's in the chat right now.
Yeah.
This is the person who's making the Black Knight, basically, and has made all of those figures there. Check out her Instagram. It's fantastic. It's amazing. There's even some Mortal Kombat figures there. She is very, very, very talented with what she does. Incredibly talented, in fact. She even made like a Pulp Fiction one as well. An Uma Thurman Pulp Fiction figure. Custom boxes and all these kind of things. She's very, very talented. But anyway, so she's going to be doing that. So I wanted her to handle it because she's making them, and I want people to see her other stuff, but I don't know yet. My idea was when I get the prototype in my hand, I was going to do a big video on it explaining it all, basically, because by then I'll know. But the reason why I wanted people to register their interest was just to get a general vague idea of whether I would be able to get rid of the 10 that she wants to make, basically. Because if there wasn't, I'd go just make 5. Because the maximum she's going to make is 10. There's not going to be any more. She's making 10 and that's it. So I can ask her to make less, but I can't ask her to make more. And that's why it is quite literally a very limited thing. It's not being made again, and there is only 10 being made. So yeah, there you go.
Well,
there's an update.
Definitely
a rambly update, but an update nonetheless.
Well, I'm definitely showing interest at least.
Good. I mean, look, I appreciate like $100 to $150 is probably more expensive than most people thought it was going to be, but it's hand painted, each one completely by hand. It's not spray. It's literally like, if you look at her Instagram, you will see her hand painting things, with a brush, literally hand painting. It's hand sculpted, hand molded, hand cast. Like it's as bespoke as you can possibly get. And that obviously has a time and a price factor in it. But the other interesting part of this figure is that it's not the movie figure. It's the figure from the concept art, which is what it should have been, which makes it a little bit more unique, I think, as well.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Well, seeing the original bust, because that looks stunning.
God damn.
So it was like,
I'm so happy to get that, because I'll leave her Instagram again just down below in the chat, guys. Just check out her work. You'll see why they're priced around $100 to $150. It's exceptional stuff. But and I'm glad I got that bust made, because I wanted to see what it was supposed to look like. So yeah, it was cool. Anyway, there you go.
No worries. Well, have a good birthday. Take care.
Appreciate it, dudes. Thank you for being. Appreciate it. Cheers, man.
Bye.
Right, guys. So that rounds it out. That rounds out the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's always good to chit chat with you all. Good to talk Godzilla and Toho and Kong and all that goodness. Like I said, please do follow me on various bits and pieces. I'm not going just yet. Let me send you some stuff that you need to follow. I've got a second channel, basically. That's the thing that I'm really pushing at the moment. I really want people to head on over there. If they're interested in cars and stuff, head on over to my second channel. It's a car channel. Love to have you over there. There's some. Even if you don't actually like cars, I think you'll like how the videos are presented. I think they're good fun. So head on over. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Tomorrow we do the birthday stream. It's there on the channel at the moment. You can get a notification for it and all that good stuff. It'd be great to have you all there. It'd be really cool. Just good to hang out. My birthday is Friday. I'm not streaming Friday. I'm streaming Thursday night instead. Please do join me over there. But thanks so much, guys. Hope you have a good evening or day where you are. Take care.